Hi, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Katya.
And today we're going to be talking about Thor Ragnarok for EUTV. So we've been discussing how Thor Ragnarok plays a big role within the MCU, but also as a standalone film. It was directed by Taika Waititi, which was a bit of a controversial directing choice.
Yeah, but I think it was the right one because coming off the back of the success of Hunt for the Wilder People a couple, was it months or years before?
2016 when Hunt for the Wilder People were...
Taika Waititi has just come straight from Hunt for the Wilder People, which was hugely critically successful. And I think Marvel wanted to take a chance, or at least dedicate something more to the Thor trilogy, because I felt that, and I don't think I'm alone in this, that Thor hasn't been the most successful in its films when it's compared to, say, Guardians of the Galaxy or the Captain America trilogy or the Iron Man trilogy. So I think Taika Waititi was an excellent risk to take, I think, personally, because we both agree that we love his films.
We're both coming from kind of different backgrounds in terms of our involvement with the MCU. I would like to say I'm a bit of a MCU floozy. I've seen most of the films, not all of the films. I didn't see the second Thor film because I was told it wasn't great and I wasn't all too enthused with it. And if I'm honest, the reason that I went to see this film was because of Taika and just my love of his previous work and his humour. So if we talk about the film on its own, without the context of the MCU, what's your feeling of the film as a general thing?
Well, my first thought was that it was hilarious, and I recognised Taika Waititi's sense of humour, because also I'm aware of his other films as well, but I think it came across as a very different kind of tone. The humour was more improv based, which I thought was really good.
I thought it was a really good film, but I'm starting to tire of the whole Marvel universe, I must admit, a little bit.
Gotta do the jokes all the time, guys, to keep it interesting, but
I think for me, what I like, my favourite series within the Marvel universe is Guardians of the Galaxy, simply because it really went out from the start with the idea of, was quite certain of itself and the way it wanted to go about things. Yeah. Whereas I feel like Taika Waititi was brought in more of a salvage to a series that otherwise was garnering little attention, and obviously it's been very successful. Mm-hmm. I think it does have all the elements of a proper Marvel film. You've got the action, the drama,
pieces,
the beautiful costumes, but
sass.
Lots of sass.
Yeah.
It was really good. I think for me the best moments were in the smaller moments, the intricacies.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that's what Taika Waititi does best, and it's often in his, in fact, in all of his other films, he bases himself in quite small family situations, say Hunt for the Wilder People, it's a relationship between a foster dad and a son.
For me, what was good was there were some standout performances. So I think Jeff Goldblum, I think he's the sort of person that some people really love and some people don't, but he worked really, really well as the Grandmaster. One person that I really wish had more screen time was Rachel House, who plays Topaz, who's in quite a few of Taika's films.
And she's she's got a real presence when she's in Taika's films.
Excellent presence. So I really wish we'd had more of her.
She proves herself as a comedic actress as well.
No, definitely.
Yeah, so I think she could have deserved a bit more breathing space in the film, but she could have done in the original cut, but we don't know.
So how do you feel like, as someone who is quite involved with all the MCU,
I've seen all of them.
How do you feel like it fits, and where do you think it's going to go from here?
I think that this was a good leap to take with the Thor because of people's general kind of disappointment with the other two films, especially the second one, and I think that because of the letdown of the second one, it had to make such a huge leap to become successful again. So Marvel, I think, were willing to kind of let someone have a bit of creative license with it rather than trying to kind of keep their hands on every kind of little detail of production. But again, I don't know how much Marvel had their hands in it.
For me to want to keep on watching these films, there needs to be something a little bit special about it.
Exactly.
And I think for me, it was Taika Waititi, and I think that's what really stood out for me. What's next on the MCU? We've got Black Panther coming up.
Black Panther next year. Then it's Infinity War.
And who's directing that?
that'll be the Russo brothers who did Captain America: The Winter Soldier and Civil War. Also, a bit of an interesting piece of trivia there. We are going to get to see the city of Edinburgh in Infinity War, so that's exciting.
I stood at 3 in the morning waiting for it. You know.
Oh, I managed to see it. Luckily enough,
Really?
I was
See them actually there.
no, the massive explosion that they did.
Oh, amazing.
So hopefully there'll be some stuff blowing up on the Royal Mile.
Of course there will be.
But yeah, we do recommend you go see this film. It's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
it's a riot in terms of humour. I thought so.
I think also, even if you're not a fan of the Marvel world or the DC world, it is something that you could still enjoy.
Yeah.
But I feel like it begs the question, what's next? And how do you top it? And how do you keep things interesting?
Especially with something like Infinity War on the horizon, how do you build it up to this massive fight with all these characters? So,
And will they have enough screen time?
yeah.
Just wait and see. You've been watching EUTV.